Hi, this is Pastor Harley Wheeler with the Broadway United Methodist Church. I want to read to you from Psalm 121, verses 1 and 2. Very familiar, usually, especially if you've been to a funeral, and I've been to a few. It says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Now, we read this because it is a song of God's help. And it ends with the Lord will keep you, you're going out and you're coming in from this time forth and forevermore. It is the care of the Lord through and beyond time, our going out and our coming in, our entrance into this life and our departure. All these are in God's hands. And so that might point us back to what's the meaning in verse 1 and verse 2. I lift my eyes to the hills. Oh, and we can certainly see some beautiful vistas in the hills. We can see hills that suggest to us God's strength and God's constancy. We can see hills that are so vast we remember how small and, insignificant we are, limited, certainly. Now, but I lifted my eyes to the hills, and then he asked the question, where does my help come from? Well, does my help come from the hills? Probably not. I've been on a hill. There's beautiful trees, sometimes some wildlife, great view. That's not as much help as I need. My help comes from the Lord, and that is certainly what this psalm is saying. You know, there is nature. There is an assurance of the design and knowledge and wisdom and power of God in viewing nature. But that is not what will surely save. My help comes from the Lord. I don't even know, I don't need to elaborate too much on how that help comes, except that He'll watch over me day and night, as the psalm says. He will keep my life, as the psalm says. My going out, my coming in, as the psalm says. But in all cases and in all times, my help and your help comes from the Lord.